How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video and as always a day of news in which I bring you various news throughout the entire superhero battle. In this case I don't have any photos or anything like that, but we have to talk about compensations. Friends, compensation for unfair nerfs has already arrived from the summoners who had not made any type of cheat. So they were affected by that wave of bans. So if you have managed to be debuffed, that is, you have removed the debuffing, then you are going to have those prices, okay? Then compensation has also arrived for those almost 203 hours that we had without a server. They are very basic. No, I don't even have them in a photo. They are Resus life orbs and energies. So not bad, but I would have put something else out there. And well, speaking of the compensations, friends, you are already seeing it now. By Pantala Marvel Pantala Superiors has already leaked a series of images about the new characters of July 2025. In the end, the rumors and leaks have made it possible that the Maker is going to be in the battle, and we already know that the High Evolver was going to be there anyway because they showed it in the ICAP string. In this case, they have given us some pretty cool images. You are going to see how the high evolver that we already see that is of the scientific class is working, and that it has damage per burst. And there we are seeing the maker who is from the technological class. I thought he was also from the scientific class, and you are seeing makers. The truth is, friends who have pretty cool animations, we are going to see them again, and in this case, we are going to put the data a little slower so that we can observe it better. There we have it looking as it is. It sticks quietly, it has quite good animations, the high evolver, and look at damage per burst, we will see its use. It also has inverted and maker controls. You are already seeing that it is due to many disadvantages, and it seems that it has a damage of looking at 160,000 damage in 0, that it has done to that Oslo. It looks like he is going to be a pretty top character. So friends, we know that the maker of the technological class and the high evolver of the scientific class. The truth is, friends, I really want these characters because they are from Mcoc, a very famous villain in the Fantastic Four. Let's remember that he is Reed Richards from one of a series in which a series of events happened and made him become evil and the High Evolver, since he is already a well-known villain in the Marvel Universe. So I really want these two characters. Next news, folks. Well, we already know that the Wheel of Fate, the Well of Fate from the Wheel of Destiny, because it has thrown the community onto Kaban. It's a very exclusive mission for my taste. You need a very large 7-star squad. I actually have a lot of clients with a lot of stoppers because they don't have the right character in certain fights. And in this case, since the prices for me are quite mediocre, they have not introduced refined XP, they have not introduced unique stones, they have simply given us a Titan out there, a certain period X and little more. The truth is that the awards for me are quite shitty, but hey, in the end, it is Everest content, and I already tell you that many people have complained. YouTubers, the insiders themselves, many people have complained about this Wheel of Destiny, how it is structured, and for example, if I were Kavan, the possibility would enter that only characters who are 6 stars in rank 5 with primordial powders could enter. In this way, I would expand a little the squad of all the people who do not have those 7-star characters. So of course, I already tell you the requirement. 6 stars in rank 5 with primordial powders. I hope they end. So listen to this request and expand because many people already tell you that. Very stop. So friends, I bring this news because we have a response from Kavan Rex in which a user from the forum itself tells us that it is not about whether I like it or not. There is a lot of criticism inside and outside the forums, in the chats of YouTubers, that Kavan has decided not to explore how they approach and publish content in terms of how it will be received today between 3, 6, or 1 year is a mistake. I mean, your number one answer is not enough because if you really listen to the comments, the final rewards, the wolf would become obsolete faster than most players could try. Indeed, the rewards are not that strong. The only thing that can work for you out there is that range 4 apart from the tastings. But we already know that this emphasis will be completely accessible to many people in a while. So, you mean that Wolf's rewards in the not too distant future are going to be totally useless? Therefore, calling content Everest that does not last over time, even if it is 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 1 year, because it can be quite painful, and especially for the people who always try to make this content, as I already told you, not taking a step back and seriously reevaluating your decision after receiving a lot of feedback is not a good sign. Defending a bad decision with a little appeal to the community is closed-minded and naive. Here, the truth is what the forum says is going a little too far. But hey friends, we have Kavan Rex responding. And what it tells us is that he understands your point of view, but to change the content immediately a week after launch due to the initial response would be short-sighted and reactive. Decisions can't be made just out of feeling. Let's see. Here, I also tell you that Cavanres is not right. I mean, if everyone is telling you that the amount of 7 characters needed and that the rewards are here, in other words, you are telling me that the awards are not equal to the strength that this content has been. Everest. So, friends, I would like these rewards to be submerged in some way. I agree. Look that I could have used more unique stones and basic catalogers or lower level rank up themes, for example. Rank 2 to rank 3, rank 2 to rank 1, and above all, refined experience. Friends, most of the missions, so to speak, the last Everest that have come to us, such as in the time of pain with Ares, have always brought us this refined XP. But in this one, we have not had a single refined XP. No, we don't have singular stones, folks. Now we're fighting for prestige. A lot of people are fighting for prestige. I don't know, put in about 20 stones, about 20 stones. In fact, what doesn't fit in my head is that this content of Everest does not have unique stones, but the difficulty, Brave does have it. It's just that, like what you eat, they dig. How is it commented? In other words, it pays me more to do the water effect, Brave for those unique stones, than the content of Google of Fate itself, which is where in theory Everest content is, and the most difficult thing we currently have in the game. There, the truth is that Kaban should give some kind of compensation, and then they also tell us a bigger problem is, my opinion, is the distribution of rewards between the 3 missions, which is a lesson learned for the future. If you launch a mission with this format, indeed many people have also complained that, for example, in the first mission, it only gave you half a crystal of 7 ME some styles from the Titan and little more. That in the end sets people back. Yes, it is true that the strong rewards were in Mission 3 and Mission 2, but you still can't do that, they don't end. The way in which they give these rewards, and above all also that they give more rewards, should be reconsidered. Is it okay that they have given us a rank 4 out of 7 stars? Where are the ranked gems? Rank 2. Where are the rank 2 to rank 3 gems? Let us remember that if you make a jump from rank 1 to rank 4, be careful because they need a lot of grade 6 basics, a lot of grade 3 alphas, a lot of grade 4 alphas. So in this case, they dig. You should rethink the issue a little. So friends, leave me in the comments what you think about the Well of Fate, Wheel of Destiny. Did you like this content? I'm telling you, it seemed to me to be the worst content that Kavan has released in a long time. It is true that I am already tanned and that I have made many clients, but it seems super boring to me. In fact, I prefer 1,000 times that you hire me a time of blushing pain than this Wheel of Fate. Hey friends, disgusting. I didn't like this new content at all. Okay, we're going for another news. Friends that I haven't been talking to and who have asked me several times. We have new currency in the official store by Kabanweb in store. Play against SusChampions.com, in which they call it the market loyalty store. That by buying on this website, we will be able to obtain this new currency that you are seeing here. In this case, I have already purchased several daily or weekly Valiente offers. No, I don't remember basically looking for those shields so I could get Solvarch those 12 shields. I just don't remember Pain Essences. I think they are called to be able to get Solvarch, and I have 140 points, and even so I have spent $20. Imagine 140 points here. What is being criticized is the amount of loyalty they ask you for a 7-star character, friends. They are asking us for 30,000 of these points to be able to get about 7 boost stars. Apart from the fact that, look, what they are giving us are also emotes, which yes, they are cool and everything you want. But 12,000 for each one of these seems stupid to me. I think everyone should give a little back. To the point, A better idea for this issue of the market loyalty store, because look at an Ark of Odin, they are giving us 700 loyalty. Does that mean 30,000 out of 700? We're going to look at the calculator right now, but I think what it's been is stupid. How much money do you have to spend? I think it's a store that's not there for everyone to look at. You have to spend 42 Odin's Arcs. That means 42 per $100. Euro 4285 friends for a crystal of 7 raid stars. We're crazy to watch. I've done it in multiplication. Eros 4285, may 1 7-star crystal friend Kaban. You have smoked 3 joints, or what you have smoked, or you have drunk. You have smoked 3 joints. You cannot be friends. That for 700 loyalty for an Arcagodin that costs $100, you give me 700 points. And that the crystal costs you 30,000 points of this loyalty store, and here he should be touching it. But not only that, you simply want an emote 12,000 out of 700. You need 17 Odin's Arcs for a pick profile. How are you staying? How do you stay for 100 bucks? 17, 14. Nah, little by little you get these profiles. You know, for little you get $1,700, friend. Kaban, you smoked 50 joints with this Markel store. Today, let's see, honestly, for me to get this out. Don't get anything out that is to get this out, don't get anything out, put it at a price that everyone can access. Is this more aimed at people who want to spend money or what? Because to me, it seems complete nonsense that you give me 30,000 of these things and that 700 will give you an Ark of Odin. I don't know the truth. Leave me the comments what you think of this store. But it seems to me that they are dying. In this case, he is laughing at all the players who spend a little, or those who spend us compared to those who spend a lot in the game. But hey, prices are still not good for me. What for now? Do I want a profile fic of this, or basically the 7-star raid? Yes, but at a 30,000, which is for $200, I don't think so. And well, let's go to the last news because this has really pissed me off quite a bit, friends. Let's go to the special champion release calendar, which in this case is Ragnarok 13. A forum user wonders that he would love to know what the schedule is for the special, the release of the champions belonging to the Heart of Fire. Because the Omega Days are already there, no, but the Omega Days are not there either. The Omega Days, the Heart of Fire, the Saga Chase, and if anyone could share it, that would be great. Let's remember that Kaban has created these events over time, Omega Des, with exclusive characters such as Omega Red by Bosley. Omega Sentinel in the Heart of Five is the most current one we have, with Nick Fury, and Man of the Future, Tigra. The crouches that we have, many sagas, in this case Nightcrawler, Phoenix, Mr. Sinister himself, now Mr. Fantastic. Then we'd like to know, and so would I, when Kaban wants to launch these characters. Well, we have answers from Kaban. In this case, well, look, a theory? Well, this is silly. I don't read this, but basically Kabang Reich says they have no plans for this time. This question is asked almost daily in the forums. The first announcement in this regard will almost certainly not be in an isolated comment. So for now, we will have to wait for a response from Kabang Rex or Kabang itself in a forum saying when these characters will be released. But friends, the thing is still not there. One tells us that you act as if it bothers you, that he expects real information from you. He says he is not upset. Well, this told you that there are no plans to launch you guys yet. I'm sorry you're frustrated that these champions aren't on the base roster. It seems that frustration is causing my words to be misinterpreted. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but we're not gonna throw them out right now. It's a plan, and there it is. Currently with these champions, they are basically blocked. But friends, we still have more responses from Kaban. On page 2, we are going to see it a little further down. Here we have it to see. Wait here, look at other from the forum. They tell us why it is so difficult to understand that this is an unsatisfactory answer, and why we should get more than anything on this topic. That's why people are frustrated. There are like 30 champions right now who are completely unattainable with no signs of stopping. What a shame if any of these champions are your favorite. I think it's fair to wonder if champions like Red Guardian or Human Torch, which we remember Human Torch is going to be an exclusive to this 4th of July event, will be unattainable forever. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. I understand what they are telling me. No one in Kaban has asked this question. I think they should. And here we are, the latest response from Cabanres for this. Much thought has been given to this question in this forum. The answer is that the plan is not to throw them into the base fund in the future. That strategy could change. Furthermore, if there was a plan to launch, for example, Red Guardia in the base fund, it would not be notified 9 months in advance in a comment on the forums. Frankly, that's not how marketing works. We're starting to think about it almost like friends. Very top characters like Anman from the future, Tigram and Shuri, the Red Guardian himself, Human Torch. It seems that they are not going to be launched in a short time. They should really reflect on this. What do you think if these characters should already be in the 7-star basic pool, in the Titan or whatever it's called? So no friends, with this we are done with all the news. I hope you liked the video. Leave some comments, especially what you think about all this news that we have already talked about. And without further determination, well, I say goodbye for today. Did you like this video? That if you are not there, and see you in other videos. Bye bye.